Alright, welcome back, people. I hope everybody had a good Christmas. Mine wasn't bad. It was a little crazy start on Christmas Day for me. Um, yeah, it was interesting. I'll tell you as we're working here. So this is my generator, my personal generator, and well, it needs some carb work or something. It needs something. There's something funny with it. It don't run quite right, but it kept electricity in the house, so I can't complain too much. So Christmas Day, uh, we ended up losing power around 4 o'clock in the morning, and for some reason I just happened to wake up at the time that it went off. Uh, for some odd reason, I have no idea why. Uh, but it went off, and I just happened to wake up. And later on, I found out um, a tree fell on a power line. I only know that because my buddy of mine is also in the tree business. Happens to work for the electricity company through another company that's contracted through the electrical company, and he happened to be the one that got the power back on, ironically. So, yeah. So Christmas Day started out with no power until about 10:30, 11 o'clock in the morning. So, yeah, that was a little interesting. So, I don't know if you can see it too well in the video, but all this is wet. Everything is wet. Um, when I went to go shut off the generator because we finally got power back on, I could smell a large amount of gas. And then I found out when I brought this in the garage, there was a puddle underneath. So there is a massive leak somewhere of the fuel. Looks like I ripped off the gasket there. Oops. That's alright. I can make my own. So I'm going to start off with a good carb cleaning. Do everything up on the carb. Make sure that is good. And then I'm going to dig a little deeper in here and see what else is going on. I'm probably going to take the muffler off as well. And I also notice on the pull start here, the plastic piece and as well the metal piece that's back here that holds the whole coil and everything on there is loose, so it needs to be re-riveted and whatnot. So we're going to take that off and do that as well. And it's very loud when this thing's running, when it's just rattling like crazy. But overall, like I'm looking at right now, I'm looking at a few things, just kind of glancing over things. I see the ground here is loose. The springs, I put on the springs when I got this back a while back. I picked this thing up for $50, and all I did was remove the bowl on the carb and rinse it out because I had a bunch of little bugs in it. Because this the guy I bought off had it sitting for about uh, 2 years. So yeah, and I figured it needed it was time for a good cleaning. Unfortunately, I'm kneeling on the concrete and my knee pad is still down at my parents'. But it's part of the game here. No big deal. I'm gonna take a look at this breather tube too. I don't see that how that was. I don't think that was attached properly to the plate, which isn't a big deal usually, as long as it's not sucking in a bunch of debris and whatnot. All right. So yeah, we gotta definitely have a fuel leak. I see it running down. It looks like over here on the impulse. Uh, it's kind of like a fuel pump right here. I see that's leaking. I see it running down the cowl for the pull start there where the fan is. So That looks like it might be an issue there. Probably just a fuel line. Looks like I need some torque sockets. Luckily, I just picked those up about a year ago, so I'm gonna go grab those real quick. So here I got my torque bit sockets. You don't usually see these too often. You don't really use them too often. But when you have them, that's nice. When you don't, that's where it tends to be a problem. Like this here, the studs on here, they go in with the reverse torque stud with the torque socket, and then there's another nut that attaches the plate on the front. Don't really run into this too often, but I work on small engines all the time. It's what I do, so it was time for me to get a set. So this is what I'm talking about here. So you got the stud, and at the end, that's the torque on there. So like I said, I really don't use them too often. Alright. Try to get the governor linkage off here. Well, we should start with the fuel line. So, get stuff wiped clean here. See what's going on. Oh yeah, I see it. It's the hose. Hose going up here. Yeah, the hose going up to this, it is all swelled up and really flexible. So this line right here connects up to the carb. Get off on the floor, it'd be alright. So you can see it's pretty swelled up and bumpy looking right in here. I mean, it is super soft. Yeah, it looks like the inner liner here actually broke away and rotted the rest of that out. Yep, that's what ended up happening. So something pretty simple. So I'll just end up replacing that. Not a big deal. But I'm glad that is all the problem. But I am gonna continue with the carb cleaning because I never really properly cleaned it. I just took the bowl off and rinsed it out. Y'all be good, be kind, be safe, and please spread the love. Let's do it.